Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
The fact is, a turbocharger can add on-demand performance to an economy-minded engine. Turbocharged engines are becoming more common again, as consumers demand more power and better fuel economy. Simple in theory. The turbocharger sits between the engine and the exhaust and takes advantage of the energy that normally flows through the exhaust pipe and puts it to better use. Inside the turbocharger are two impellers that rotate together on a common shaft. The hot side turbine wheel captures power from the exhaust. The cold side compressor wheel takes the energy captured by the turbine wheel and uses it to force air into the engine. The air is then mixed with fuel and whoosh, a smaller four-cylinder Chihuahua engine suddenly boasts the power of a Doberman V8. Since the compressed air introduced into the combustion chambers contains more oxygen, the engine can generate more power than if it were running without the turbo. When the driver doesn't need extra power, the turbo runs alongside the road, allowing the engine to run with improved fuel economy. Maintenance and lubrication. While the turbocharger itself is a relatively simple device, replacement can be an expensive reality. A new replacement turbocharger can cost several $1,000s, not including installation and labor. The way to avoid premature turbo failure is to follow the manufacturer's engine oil and service recommendations to the letter. Turbo engines can be brutally hard on engine oil. The same exhaust that turns the turbine wheel gives the hot side its name. The hot side casing can visibly turn red. Since the shaft can rotate in the 100,000 RPM range, the use of high-quality motor oil is key to turbocharger survival. Advances in engine oil and water-cooled turbocharger housings have made turbocharged engines more user-friendly than ever, but neglecting oil changes can still spell the end of a turbocharger before its time. In the balance, the price of a new replacement turbocharger can be staggering. If the turbocharger failure is normal, rebuilding may be an option. The bad news is that rebuilding a turbocharger is beyond the reach of most do-it-yourselfers at home. Disassembly and inspection may be possible, but any machining and balancing requires both specialized machinery and experience. The good news is that there are professionals to handle the job. A rebuilt turbocharger with fresh bearings and seals can continue to operate for many miles at a much lower cost than a new replacement unit. The 5-step turbocharger rebuild process. Step 1. The turbocharger is dismantled. Oil can get so hot inside a turbocharger that it cooks and leaves carbon behind. The carbon then clogs the oil passages and restricts oil flow. Restricted oil flow is bad news for the turbocharger. Step 2. Parts are cleaned and inspected. Measuring the inside diameters of the housings and the outside shaft diameters will determine which parts can be reused and which need to be replaced. Cracked exhaust housings will need to be replaced. Step 3. A balance is everything. Even the slightest imbalance can cause a turbocharger to fail. The compressor and turbine wheels are balanced individually, then the whole assembly is balanced. Step 4. The turbocharger cartridge is assembled with new bearings and seals. The shaft rotates on a thin layer of oil, just like the crankshaft in an engine. Worn bearings cause excessive shaft play. Oil can leak from seals. Clouds of blue smoke from the exhaust pipe during supercharging could explain where all this oil is going. Step 5. The turbocharger cartridge is placed back between the hot and cold side housings. When assembly is complete, the wastegate actuator is pressure tested to see if it opens the internal wastegate at the correct pressure. In conclusion, maintaining and rebuilding a turbocharger is essential for ensuring optimal performance and longevity of your engine. By following the guidelines we've discussed, including regular inspections, proper cleaning, and timely replacements of worn components, you can significantly enhance the efficiency of your turbo system. Remember, a well-maintained turbocharger not only boosts power but also contributes to better fuel economy and reduced emissions. Whether you're a seasoned mechanic or a DIY enthusiast, taking the time to care for your turbocharger will pay off in the long run. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more insights on automotive maintenance and performance.